Okay, here we are again. So we're on Module 7, and we're picking up where we left off last week. So once again, we're talking about genetics. And now last week we introduced the concept of genetics and passing those traits from parent to offspring, and we looked at the genotype and the phenotype and how the genotypes determine those physical manifestations of those traits. Well, we're going to keep on going this week, and we're going to talk about inheritance of different genetic disorders. So once again, we're talking about genotypes and phenotypes. We're going to go all the way back to that chromosome where those traits are carried, and we're going to see how those traits, possibly disorders, are carried on either recessively or even on a dominant phenotype. So it could be something as benign as colorblindness, or something more obviously, I'm going to say dramatic, such as that picture. Or it could even be something like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia. So lots of things to talk about as far as inheritance of genetic disorders. Next, we're going to go beyond the simple inheritance patterns, which means we're going to summarize how polygenic inheritance, codominance, and incomplete dominance differ from a simple one-trait cross. So how different traits will combine to create a single trait within an offspring. So we're basically seeing how we can combine, it's a combination of genetics and in some cases the environment. In this case, like this rabbit, we're going to find out how it expresses its genes is partially due to the genes and partially due to the environment. We're also going to look at blood type and how a person's blood type is based on his or her phenotype. Then we're going to look at sex-linked inheritance. And once again, a great example of a sex-linked inheritance is colorblindness. When it's sex-linked, what does that mean? It means that the trait is actually carried on the sex chromosome, either the X or the Y. So in the case of colorblindness, for example, and most sex-linked traits for that matter, we're going to find that the phenotype is more often going to come out in males than in females. To find out why, well, we're going to figure that out in the lecture. All right? So when we do all this, we should be able to determine a person's pedigree based on their traits. All that being said, let's get started.